Machine designers have got a lot of value out of motion simulation in the past, especially in determining the loading from their systems in operation. One of the challenges they've faced though is taking those loads and then checking the strength of the components in simulation. In Motion 2010 we've made that extremely easy and quick by adding stress recovery into the motion simulation. All we do is after we run a motion simulation is identify parts that we would like to do a stress analysis on. So we just simply pick them from the screen and then specify the time range we'd like to see results. In this case we've set up for the crank model to do a stress analysis over the entire time frame. So it will get a result for every single time step that we do. Once we've got the results back, which only takes about 4 or 5 minutes, when we animate it you can see we get to see the results. So we see the stress is building up in the keyway as we get down to the final position. And obviously because the center of mass is offset from the hinge, when this door barrier is horizontal, that's at the worst location. So when it's actually stopping at a slight peak, and this is our maximum stress. So very quickly from motion we can identify the stresses in our structure and then look at making changes to address those situations without even having to switch studies, which is great. Now as a comparison, I've done a study where we've put a counterweight on here to get the center of mass to the axis. So if you look here you'll see there's an initial spike as we start rotating the structure, and that's because it just goes over center. So here's the design with the counterweights, and when we go to the motion simulation, it just takes a couple of seconds to load the results. You can see here our peak load is matches up to that point on the simulation without the counterweight, but our peak stress is only 23 megapascals compared to 102. So by adding the counterweight in this instance, we've been able to drastically reduce the stress and improve the efficiency of our design. So stress recovery is a very powerful tool. It's really going to help us identify problems earlier and address them as soon as possible.